can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Feel good. I can do it. Feel good. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Joy, joy, joy. It's all there for me. Joy, joy, joy. Joy is the key. Be well. I can do it. Be well. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Have fun. I can do it. Have fun. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Joy, joy, joy. It's all there for me. Joy, joy, joy. Joy is the key. I can do it. 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 Joy, joy, joy. It's all there for me. Joy, joy, joy. Joy is the key. Joy, joy, joy. It's all there for me. Joy, joy, joy. Joy is the key. Joy is the key. Joy is the key. Joy is the key.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful song. And good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, buenos dias. And welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula. For the people who just joined us, my name is Carmina Trejo, and I am your service moderator for today. We welcome everyone here with us this morning, including our Facebook, our love streamers, and it matters not what spiritual tradition you follow or what communities of culture you are part of. You are here with the communities. You are welcome. You are welcome here. It is our intention that you'll be inspired by the music, like joy, joy, joy. Transformed by the message and celebrated by the community. You are here by divine appointment. So I extended to you an invitation to change your entire life by changing your mind. We teach the science of mind, spirit, which is the study of life and the nature of the laws of thought. The idea that we live in a spiritual universe, that infinite spirit is in, through, and around us. And that this presence is a loving source of all good. And most importantly, every person is significant and needed. Our doors are open to all. This service has been designed especially for you. So welcome, welcome home, Vincent Pat Kennedy. Welcome home, Beth Anderson. Welcome, welcome home, all of you. So please join me in claiming our mission statement. Our mission is transformation through spiritual practice, education, service, empowerment, and by living inspired lives. And join me in the service today. Do we have a song in between, Joe? No?
It's up to you.
You're in
You could do it before or after we play that beautiful song that leads up to our very important affirmation for today.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. And join us in the service today. We have our very, very special guest, which is our long-time member for Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula, Elliotte Mauer. Welcome, Elliotte. Welcome. And we have our practitioner of the day, our very dear minister, Reverend Allen David Young. Welcome, Reverend Allen. And of
Is
course,
this your maiden voice, Elliotte?
our main voice. Yes,
All
yes,
right,
yes,
good.
indeed. Yes. And our, of course, our guest musician, which is our recorder music, especially from Joe Beckner. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. And following the service today, we will have a hangout for maybe 10, 15 minutes. So welcome. Please stay at the same Zoom number, which will be given to you in the chat screen. Also, licensed professional spiritual practitioners are present with us today to offer prayer support to you for creating vibrant and fulfilling lives. Our practitioner of the day will be available after the service online and the community hangout to do spiritual mind treatment, which is our 1 minute miracle prayer. And please, please, welcome to stay. For our first full schedule practitioner session and a spiritual mind treatment, please talk with any of our minister or practitioners and make an appointment, please. And yes, we have no new people yet, but we have Vince, Pat, welcome, and Nola. Welcome, Nola. Welcome to our beautiful service. Yes, yes, yes.
And welcome to Pat Vance and Pat Kennedy. We haven't been here for a while.
I know. Yes,
Hey.
yes. A big round of
All right,
applause.
all right.
Applauso.
All right.
Long-time members. Welcome, welcome. Yes, a huge hug for all of you. I see that a beautiful, beautiful energy is moving in this beautiful circle. So now we have, let's see, we focus in another, no, we're going to give the weekly affirmation and the opening prayer, which is going to be given by our dear Reverend Allen David Young. Adelante, Reverend Allen.
Now, we did the mission statement. Our weekly affirmation is this: I meet my inner edge with courage, curiosity, and compassion. I meet my inner edge with courage, curiosity, and compassion. I invite you to go within for a moment of prayer before we officially start the message. And put your attention on that quiet place to get us started. And just know that right where you are is the divine. For the divine lives within you, we live within the divine. The very center of this whole universe is within you. Know with me that the mind of God speaks to us in still small voices. And know with me that when the mind is quiet, the whole world works a little better. O great spirit, earth, sky, sun, and sea, you are inside each of us and all around each of us. I give thanks for this day. Thanks for those that are here. Thanks for this center. Thanks for everything great and small. And I accept and know that the words about to be spoken will be a delight to hear. This is, I said, about to say Reverend Elliotte, but Elliotte Miles' maiden voyage and presentation to us for this service. So with that, I'm going to release these words in love, knowing that we're about to receive a great divine message from our beloved Elliotte. And that's the way it is. and so it is. You have the
And
floor,
so
Elliotte.
it is, and so it is. And now, thank you, Reverend Allen. Thank you, thank you. Now we have this beautiful song by Joe,
Oh, so
Recorded Music, which is for 4K. Yes. Healing song. Beautiful. Thank you, Joe.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day, and I'm more.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. And now it's time for me to, and I do have the honor to introduce our long time member of Center for Spiritual Living. And for the first time, we have our dear Leadership Council Cultural Attaché. Carmina said it right. Please welcome to receive our inspirational message for this Sunday with our Elliotte Maue. Welcome, welcome, Elliotte. And adelante, adelante.
Why, thank you, charming moderator and my wonderful practitioner. Hello to the whole community. Oh my God, my whole family is here. Pat and Vance and Beth and Nola and Susan. Okay. I'd like to think it was me, but I do know that all of you are part of the CSLP family. And as the privileged person who's going to be speaking on today's subject, it's very important that I mention to you that the theme for the month is embracing the edge. And the weekly topic is living on the inner edge. Okay. So after Reverend Allen had brought us, to put us in that quiet place, and Karen Drucker's music just plays us also in that very, very calming point. My job now is to bring you back and put you on the edge again. Whoa! Now, just out of curiosity, anybody kind of on the edge these days? Oh, nothing bothers me. Want to watch the news? Nothing's happening. I don't care. Things are just predictable. That is not the case, is it? Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So you heard from Carmina that you are now a part of our community, and what we do every Sunday is find a place, our go-to place, where we could bring our concerns, bring our worries, but also bring our aha moments too. So this is what it is yes, that is true. We are going to look into things that have put us on the edge today. But thank goodness, we do have all our teachers who we have researched that have comforted us over years. Now, none of us were just born yesterday, and many of us are scholars of spiritual teachings as well. Now, I'll be truthful to you. This is not the first time I'm in front of a pulpit too. I did speak for 2 or 3 years as Recalling Spirits ministry and so forth. But my pulpit talk that time also includes the audience. So there are going to be parts of a talk when I expect something out of you too. You can't just be quiet and say, hey, talk to me. Give me the solution. Yeah, no. So my background, of course, is that not only have I studied the science of mind, but also Abraham Hicks, the teachings of Abraham, A Course in Miracles, Buddhism, even the I Ching. So according to science of mind, just go straight to what the problem is. With all that's out there that's putting us on edge, things are just changing all the time. So this is what science of mind has said very clearly. The standards of the human race are always in a state of flux, changing from generation to generation, from day to day, from individual to individual. Yeah, that's what it is. And then the I Ching, the Book of Changes, Reverend Al and I are very familiar with that too. That's a book that's a little bit older than Science of Mind, my friend. Okay, yeah. The I Ching, the Book of Changes, just listen to the title itself. Book of Changes. Life by definition is changing. Everything is changing all the time. There's a neutrality in it versus this, that. The breath you took today was not the breath you took yesterday. The breath you took now is not the one you're going to take next week or even next minute as well. So that is the information from the I Ching. But we also talk about the teachings of Abraham. And Abraham says that as long as we are breathing and alive, we will always have desires. Now, the desires we're not talking about like material goods. I got to get that car. No, the desire could be something as, would you like to have the next breath? Oh, I think that's a good idea. Okay. And after that breath, Joe, do you want to have another one? I think so. So there's a good chance that you are always desiring something. We are always desiring something. So that is what we call an active part of participating in life. Okay. Now, what is the problem here? The problem is that some of the stuff, some of the changes that we want, like a breath is a good thing, and winning the lottery is a good thing. But when I asked all of you, are you feeling a little edgy today? A lot of you were scowling, okay? You were thinking of things that have put you on edge in a very, very, not very good way, okay? Now, just out of curiosity to all of us who are showing up here, all the sea of humanity, you're my friends, you're my acquaintances. I'm just, I want to be a little bit nosy, okay? You can put in a chat box, what things are putting you on the edge these days? I could say some of you, or you could just raise your hand and unmute yourself and tell me what is putting you on the edge these days. I can name a lot, but all of you probably will see that just the news itself, you know, when you open the news, you know, but just talk about the ongoing news happening, good or bad, they put you on the edge. For example, 3 million documents that have been released out of 6 million. Okay, what is the significance of that? I know you say, I don't want to get into politics. You're not getting into politics. Those of us who are in this business of being truthful, being authentic, you know, being sincere about things, it turns out that out of the 3 million documents have been very good evidences of untruth. People are not truthful. And so on their own, it's okay. But if it hurts us, and if it hurts our loved ones, and if it hurts children, we need to be aware of these things that are causing us to be edgy. So my friend, I'm saying to you, there are reasons for us to be edgy. You know, we don't want to say, I don't want to hear bad news. I don't want to hear these things that are upsetting. You know why? Because in the science of mind, we know that there is power within us to take anything that's happening and make it, diffuse it so that it doesn't cause us harm, all right? Denying it is not going to do as well. So let's just talk about different kind of vexations, okay? Now, vexations are everywhere. And I'm going to say some of it is not your fault. Oh, you like to hear that, huh? It's not your fault. Well, a lot of people are always looking to blame. Finally, you heard from me. It's not your fault. You know why? There's a whole business out there that's trying to grab your attention, you know, because once they have your attention, they have your pocketbook. Ooh, okay? They've got it down to a science. They know that every movement of your eyes, every email that you do tells them a lot about you, your behavior, and so forth. So the reason that it's a science, they actually have a way to make you do things that you didn't want to do or didn't think to do, but suddenly you elected somebody that you did not like or trust or want. You see? That's not my fault. Now that I've told you that your mind is your fault, okay? Your mind is a very, very important tool to do that as well. Okay, so what is the solution then? Okay, since we're all together and we decided all these things are happening, some of us I just feel so helpless about. All right, so today's talking about is just to have us meet our inner edge with courage, curiosity, and compassion. So I'm gonna propose an approach to dealing with these edgy situations in a big way, a big picture, and then also in a micro picture, a small way, okay? So let me go with a big picture as well. It turns out that when you look at these things that are upsetting to you, like, oh my gosh, this whole world is running like a Gestapo, you know, there are people who are killing people who don't think like us, you know, And then he hates the Jews, and he does not like the people of color, and LGBT, get disabled people, blah, 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 blah. You know what? That's not news, my friend. When I'm asking us to take a look at the big picture, there's a guy named Hitler, remember? Yeah, he already started to do everything we're seeing today, Here's the big picture. He's gone. And ever since that, he started a World War II, you see. But ever since that, we've got the United Nations going. We've got a country started. We've got industry booming. Okay. Now the pendulum is swinging the other way too. Okay. So one of the things I want to share with all of you is just to be very careful of that statement that you've heard over and over again, that be very careful that you are of the world, but not in the world. And the Course in Miracles advises us to do what we call remain above the battleground. Yeah, you just zoom out and see what's going on in the battleground. And sometimes when you look down, you might even see yourself like, oh, look at me. I'm having an altercation with my neighbor. Okay. Oh, look at me arguing with her. She says it's perfectly okay to get rid of some of the immigrants that are rapists, He's like, and then you also see yourself from above there. I don't think I'm going to get into that exchange. It goes nowhere and it's hurting me and so forth. Or until I may be able to speak in a way that it's not so heated and hateful. So when I'm saying remain above the battleground, that goes for everything that's happening to you that is causing us to be on edge. That is true. That is true as well. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about today's lesson from the Science of Mind. This whole month was based on embracing the edge. But today's topic was very specific. You heard from Reverend Allen. He says, I want to meet my inner edge with courage, curiosity, and compassion. The key word here now is called the inner edge. So it turns out that the inner edge that they're talking about is within you. Stop looking at what's wrong with the whole world and everything out there. You have your own focus, that which is within your control. So when we talk about looking at at yourself, for example, I'm going to talk about the inner edge. The inner edge is meeting the tension between who we think we are and what we really are. So Howard Thurman, a very good scholar in the work, says, he describes how fiercely we cling to our private sense of self. Even if life invites us to step beyond it, that inner edge, the boundary between the familiar and the unknown, often feels uncomfortable because it challenges our self-judgment and the small stories we tell about ourselves, our self-doubt, our criticism, and our fear of not being enough. So those are the inner works. And those were the inner edges that we need to look into. It's just more convenient for us to be looking at, the problem is Washington, D.C. The problem is all these, horrible people in Congress and so forth. No. So it turns out that it is true. So how am I going to deal with dealing with myself? Sometimes I'd rather not deal with myself. Sometimes I would rather think it's somebody else who's causing the discomfort. Okay, so here's another thought. What if we approach the edge not as failing, but as an invitation? Together, we could learn to hold curiosity and compassion where judgment once lived. So, but living on the edge is not being reckless with our inner life. It's about being brave enough to stretch beyond old judgment and into new awareness. Okay. So remember the key words that Reverend Allen said: curious, courage, compassionate. Don't get fancy with anything else, with all the stuff that's bombarding you. No, it does take a little courage, doesn't it? I can come out with an ounce of it every once in a while, okay? But to be curious too, what if I went to this person and talked to this person just out of curiosity and see how I would react to that person? And is that person that's reacting to that person the same person I think I am? Oh. It looks like all of you have a lot of inner work to do, huh? Yeah. But the nice thing about it is to be curious. Be curious about yourself. I used to think that I was pretty open-minded about so-and-so, but I found out I'm very, very particularly about someone who doesn't like so-and-so, doesn't think like me, and so forth. But I also want to emphasize the word compassion. Thank goodness they threw the word compassion in there. We can be courageous, we could be curious, but without the compassion part, whatever changes we want to do to deal with the edges is going to go toward where I sadly see the world going. Every time something happens, I keep saying, where's the humanity? Where is the humanity? Why are we doing things that are so hurtful to another human being? Why are we doing it to children? Why are we taking food from people who need it? Why are we taking insurance, making so high that we can't afford it? Where is the humanity part? And so if all of us have made a promise that, number one, we want to go into our own inner edges, and number two, work on ourselves, then we would probably have to have that a couple of things that we have asked for us to do today, which is number one, to remain above the battleground. That really helps because it's so easily for us to get sucked into the situation, with our relatives and all the drama that is there as well. And when we're able to remain above the battleground, including watching ourselves interact, that is a good way to be able to have a little distancing on what we have to do as well. Now, I'm going to say, thanks to the difference between someone who's outside our CSL community and coming into this community, we are people of faith. We do believe there is a higher power. And you heard from Carmina that power is good. That is so comforting, so that even if you everything falls apart in front of you, don't you think that the power that knows all and says that at the end, the big picture is you are good. We are all good and you're perfect and so forth. Now, you might have a hard time, agreeing with that, but that's okay. We're all work in progress, aren't we? Yeah, we all are work in progress. So again, if we stay curious, but also courageous, and then we put a little bit of compassion into our workings is fine. So thank goodness according to the science of mind, the possibilities of the law are infinite. And our possibilities of using it also are limitless. Nobody's stopping you, Nola. Nobody says you can't do it, Richard. Susan Rose, wherever you be, you use your brilliance everywhere. Your creativity, everybody knows about that. And Miriam, you are lucky you came here, because we're going to say, tap into the higher self in you and you will discover it. Because some of us never bothered to discover our higher self. We just get so engrossed in the world's lower version of ourselves, you see? Yeah. And that is why when we come together on a Sunday like this, we put our minds together, we put our hearts together, and we say, don't be afraid of the disruption that's hurled at us on a daily basis, the external world. Hold on to your inner edge. Hold on to your inner edge. Know who you are. Your energy, your presence, your godly truth in the ultimate power, they do matter. Go ahead and stay edgy. Go ahead and stay edgy, because those are being edgy for the right reason. Until we feel the inner peace that we want and we're struggling, that is normal. That is normal. But my cautionary part to all of you as part of my family is to be able to protect yourself. Okay. Now, I'm going to conclude with a couple of takeaways, homework for you, if you like. For example, the inner edge. Okay. For example, the inner edge, of course, is to your homework is take some quiet time this week to journal about your inner edge. Where do you feel resistance to self-acceptance? What judgments or stories about yourself are you holding on to tightly? Reflect on what it would feel to loosen that grip. Imagine spirit looking at you through the eyes of perfection. What does spirit see? Now, for this week, when self-judgment arises, imagine fighting it or letting it define you. Pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what is the truth behind this judgment? Speak a gentle affirmation. I am whole. I am enough. I am loved. Choose one small practice each day, like writing yourself a note of encouragement, looking into the mirror with kindness, or forgiving yourself for something you've been holding. Each act of compassion moves you closer to the deep self-acceptance that spirit already has and knows is yours. Yeah. So, my friend, you've come to the right place. You joined the right people. And for that, I will give my talk back to you. If you have any questions or comments, I'm here to be on the edge with whatever you're going to ask me. But also, if you feel that it is good enough, I will give you back to your moderator and Ricky Byers. You know Ricky Byers?
Mhm.
Yeah. She has a good idea. She wants us to let go, release. That's a really good solution for all those edgy stuff, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Elliotte, I see that our dear medium, thank you, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful food for the soul for this week.
Great healing words. Great healing
Yes,
words.
beautiful, beautiful. I am whole, I am enough, I am lovable. So thank you. I saw that medium had her hand up. You're welcome, medium, for any questions, comments. I see that you're driving, my dear. So I don't know if that was your hand or let's see. I don't see. Is she still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Miriam. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I saw your hand up, mija. So no sé si you had a question or comment.
Yeah, earlier I was driving, so I couldn't raise my hand when a question was asked about what makes us get edgy. So it was about that. Um, I had a I had a situation at work this week, and I'm at Costco now, so I was in my car when I had my hand up. But so I had a situation that really it really humbled me. It enraged me. I felt silent. I felt so much red tape. What happened was I'm a pre-K teacher, so I was preparing to do an activity with children, and then a child that was in circle was was sent to the book area because he was I don't know, distracted or talking or something. And these are 4 or 5 year olds, right? So that's normal. But the teacher told him, "You're getting like zero chances today." And when he went over there, I saw him, and his face just like there was so much hurt, and the teary eyes and like the shame and it's like I've been um, given a warning before because I'm too cuddling and I validate their feelings a lot and I have a lot of training in that area and other teachers don't and other staff. So it's a constant battle for me. So I took a moment. I got up to wash my hands, but I was like so emotional. I was so angry at the same time. I went to the restroom and I just like had some tears come out, then went back in there. And then when it was my time to do an activity with him, I tried to kind of make up for what had happened. But yeah, it's like I'm ready to leave that job. So, but in the meantime, I have to wait for some things to take place before I leave. So in the meantime, I'm still like struggling with what I see versus what I know. Like like that's someone's child. I know you wouldn't talk to that child if the parent was here. Like it's a person. We're trying to help them regulate. And then the irony, the teacher was doing something around calming, breathing. And I'm like, wow, like how can you be so? And then the scary face, of the teacher. So that's what I'm constantly struggling with. That puts me on the edge.
Thank
That,
you.
Miriam, that statement is so authentic and also is a testimonial. Can you imagine there's a whole community of people on the edge day by day, minute by minute? At any point, they could be kidnapped. At any point, the children could be taken away, and they have. So this edginess is for real. Is for real. But on our part is that we still need to maintain courage and to be curious about what we can do if we cannot help in that job situation, but be able to help in our other situations as well. Marianne, you can be so helpful everywhere because of your conscience. Yeah, that is a caring person, really. Susan Rose, comment.
Yes, I just want to reassure Miriam that how valid her approach is, and how wonderful to have teachers like you, and how difficult it has become to work within a system that is broken, that underpays you, undervalues you, and the tenets are put out for the government and not for the kids. And it's wonderful to have someone like you in the classroom. And I was in the classroom for many, many years, preschool, Montessori, and public school, and you know, I would triple your salary and make you the head of the head of the school.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. And this is why these services here at Center for Spiritual Living are like I said, the food for the soul. So thank you, Miriam. Thank you all of us for being here, because this is what is keeping us going. The hope and the joy that we transmit to other human beings from our heart. So, but places like the centers, any congregation that you belong to, is very, very important to keep our soul alive, especially on these very critical moments, what's going on outside in the world. So thank you so much, Miriam, Susan, and Richard. She's here. Let's see, we have any new people? Not yet, but um, any other comments, questions? We're not. We're going to the beautiful song with Joe. Joe. Yes. Just feel these words to heart, and and just to keep us going in our spirit alive, and gratitude of every single thing we see, we touch, and we say today and the coming week and all the days that they're coming in our life in this plane. So Joe.
In my life, I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go, let it all go. And this is what you have to say: I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God, and no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release what? Let the Spirit dwell. Oh, in my heart. Yes, I'm only. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for that. Oh, I release what? Let the Spirit. Oh, in my. Yes, I'm only. No more struggle. With my faith, I
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful song, beautiful song. And now it's time for our intentional giving. Our intentional giving affirms our abundance and keep us divine good, joyful, and circulating. And this is our abundance that you can share with Center for Spiritual Living Peninsula by going to the cslpeninsula.org. You press the green button and you donate, you give. What it comes from your heart, is not about the amount, is about the intention that you give that with your heart. You can also go to PayPal into our PayPal account, which is, it came out, Joe, but can you please keep the screen? Thank you. CSLPeninsula@gmail.com, or you can do it via Zelle. Via Zelle, the same, CSLPeninsula@gmail.com. And if you choose to write a check, please do so at CSL Peninsula, P.O. Box 3243 at Berkeley, California, 94703. So these are the 4 different ways that you can share your beautiful abundance. And Joe, let's see. Yeah. The grateful song, please. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Joe.
I am grateful. I am grateful. I promise in this moment. I am great to keep my heart wide open. I am great with every breath I am grateful. I am great. I promise in this moment. I am great to keep my heart wide open. I am great with every breath I take. I am grateful. I am great. I promise in this moment. I am great to keep my heart wide open. I am great with every breath I take. I am grateful. Thank you. I am great. I promise in this moment. I am great to keep my heart wide open. I am great with every breath. Thank you. I am grateful. Thank you. I am great. I promise in this moment. I am great to keep my heart wide open. I am great with every breath. Thank you. I am grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joe. And now I would like to use this time to ask Reverend Allen, David Young, to please do the blessing of our tithes, the offerings, and also as well as how to send a prayer to our a prayer request to our Center for Spiritual Living.
A prayer request first. If you'd like a prayer request, you can send them to prayers@cslpeninsula.org, or you can contact any practitioner. We actually have big prayers on every second Sunday of the month. And if it's not on, and that's when we do our major prayers. So get any practitioner, just tell them what your prayer is, and when they bring it to the meeting, we'll pray for you. But if you want prayer today or in between those times, just kind of let us know. Now,
And I understand that today we have a special prayer for Reverend Linda.
That's right. She comes first.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you so much. Do we have any?
Yeah, I have a comment. The actual, it's CS prayer requests go to cslpeninsula@gmail.com.
Oh, not.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah,
Thank
okay,
you.
all right.
Thank you so
I
much.
just put that in the chat.
Beautiful. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. And any announcements we have today? Elliotte, Reverend Allen.
Yeah, we do have some announcements. Let's see. I have a visioning class coming up in 3 weeks for anyone who might be interested, called Visioning as a Way of Life. There's also, I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but there's about 3 people interested so far. And if it hits 5, then we're going to have the course, we're going to do the course. Also, Reverend Linda, our beloved Reverend Linda, had some cancer treatment yesterday, and she's in pain, so she couldn't be at our service today, but she is recovering, and I just want you to keep her in prayers, and I'll keep her in prayers when I do the benediction as well. And what else is there? So I think there's probably some more announcements, but those are the two things I wanted to mention, the visioning and Reverend Linda. And I'll
Okay.
mention her again when I start praying for the benediction.
Thank
So-
you. We have a one more announcement, Elliotte.
Every first and third and fifth Monday, we want you to have a voice, especially if you're mindful and you care about being well. So, this mindfulness used to be sponsored by CSLP, and we had a place to meet. While we don't have a place to meet, we meet online. So, please note the online ID Zoom, and you're welcome to join us.
And there is one more announcement. We're having an annual meeting on the 22nd of March. You're all invited. 22nd of March. We're going to have our service at Hobie's, and after the service, we'll have our annual meeting. But that's an in-person service on the 22nd of March, so mark your calendars.
Beautiful. When is the service in person at Hobie's
March
restaurant?
22nd.
March
March 22.
22nd. Okay.
That's
Beautiful.
the fourth Sunday.
Remember, my dear friends, March 22nd in person to have after the service, a delicious breakfast.
Mhm.
And it's a beautiful experience. So you're all welcome.
Mhm.
And once again, thank you, our friends Susan, Rose, Miriam. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our dear longtime friends, Vince and Pat, thank you, thank you. And all of us, Richard, so nice to see you again. Joe, of course, Reverend Allen, and Elliotte, thank you so much for this beautiful service. And am I missing Beth? Thank you, Beth, for being here with us today. Am I missing anyone? Looks like we have everybody. So I will invite Reverend Allen to please give us the closing benediction
Mhm.
and our announcement about our 15-minute hangout. Thank you, Rev.
Okay, so let's go within once again, that wonderful quiet place within. And if it seems a little edgy, just push the edge aside and say, I'm here for prayer. And the edge will kind of dissipate. So I want to pray for everyone who needs prayer, whether you mention it or not, everyone needs prayer. So I pray for all of us, wherever we are, for we all need prayer. I pray for the cosmos, which is this big physical structure that's infinite that houses all of us. I want to pray for the earth and the environment that it gives us. And for all of the individuals that are in earshot of this service and those who don't hear the service, I pray for them as well. As we understand that we pray for truth, where we bless the truth wherever it is taught, wherever it is spoken. Now, because God is love, the more we dwell on love, the more we have the capacity to increase our love of God and everything else. And know with me that love, happiness, and contentment are always ready to express themselves right where you are. It's everywhere present, waiting to heal us in mind, body, spirit, and heart. Like the air we breathe, love literally is everywhere. The divine is everywhere. And we say thanks to the divine for the offerings today. Thanks for those who are attending this service. Thanks for humanity that's going through its trials and tribulations. But I think that what's happening now, I pray, is a wake-up call for us to be better as we go. Sometimes we have to stir things up in order to get things right. And we're going through a stir-up time now, but it's going to work out fine, I'm sure. So I say thank you, God, for listening to these words. Thank you for those who have prayers, and I understand that they will be heard. But we understand that our will is being done on earth at all times. Your will is being done through us. So wherever you are, whatever you're going through, we want to accept unlimited love and blessings for you. We accept and know that just where you are is okay. And there's a better place when you go within. And so with that, I release these words in love, knowing that all is okay. All is even better than okay. all is going to be well with our soul. With that, I release these words, and you can join me by simply saying, "And so it is."
And so it is. And so it is.
And let's see, it's
Thank
11
you.
o'clock on the dot now, so why don't we
Me-
reconvene about 11:15, if that's okay? In our
Beautiful.
community hangout, the same Zoom link.
Same Zoom number. Okay. Thank you so much. And we'll see you in 15 minutes. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, wonderful moderator.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. We'll see you.